Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise! The unexpected hits you between the eyes.
What's up, you guys? So, I am here with some breaking news. Our girl, Porsha Williams, has filed to divorce her husband of less than 2 years, Simon Guobadia. In a move that's not surprising to me at all, Porsha has filed the documents to initiate her divorce from Simon. She filed them on yesterday, February 22nd, and People magazine has gotten a hold to the court documents. So we're going to get into their surprise divorce in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Everyone click the thumbs up button and make sure you support your girl. This is a story that we're definitely going to be following because I feel like this marriage should have never happened in the first place. You never win when you play dirty. Nene said that, and Porsha is living it. You never win when you play dirty. And that goes for Simon too. So People magazine reports Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia's marriage is coming to an end a year after they tied the knot. So they said I do in November 2022. So it's been about 14 months of marriage. News of their split comes as rumors fly online about Simon Guobadia's citizen status. This is my theory when it comes to Porsha. What I have noticed over the years of watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta is that Porsha is the type of person that likes to play victim. I noticed that when she first fought Kenya. As soon as she fought Kenya, she dragged Kenya all over the floor, and then she started crying. She did the same thing when she fought Cynthia. She stood up on Cynthia and initiated that fight with Cynthia, but then after the fight was over, she was crying as if she was a victim. And the same thing when she fought that girl in the alley. I think it was Jamie. When she fought Jamie in the alley, she came back like limping, like she was some type of victim. And so my theory is when it comes to these court documents that were recently leaked, Simon's court documents, I think Porsha leaked those documents. I think Porsha knew she was about to divorce Simon, so she leaked those documents so she can look like a victim of Simon's. There's no way in the world that Porsha didn't know that Simon was a scammer. Like, we can throw that out the window. Porsha knew Simon was a scammer. And in my opinion, she dropped those court documents showing his history of scamming because she wanted to look like one of his victims. That's my opinion, but let's continue. A source tells People the divorce is, quote, unrelated to the recent allegations involving Simon's past. The cause of their split is an ongoing matter, adds the insider. Now, like I said, I feel like Porsha is behind a lot of what's leaking to the blog. So it might be Porsha telling People magazine that it's an ongoing matter and it's unrelated to recent allegations involving Simon's past. And that may be true. She might be divorcing him for a totally different reason, unrelated to him scamming his way into the United States. It could be something between the two of them. But I feel like she's throwing him under the bus by putting out the court documents detailing how he scammed his way into this country. She is known for throwing people under the bus. She is not as ditzy as she appears to be. People goes on to say Porsha Williams, who is 42, and Simon Guobadia, who is 59, said I do in November 2022 in a Nigerian traditional native law and custom ceremony, followed by an American ceremony in Atlanta. The pair announced their engagement in May of 2021 after 1 month of dating. Now, this article doesn't even mention that when they announced their engagement, he was still legally married to Fallon. Their divorce was settled, but it wasn't finalized. And so he was still legally married. Porsha posted a selfie of them on social media and said, yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night. And then Simon posted on his social media, the reason they got married was because, quote, because we checked all of each other's boxes and then some. So you can tell just looking at the speed that they move, that Porsha was like a race car, like flying through all his red flags. She quit her job, she quit the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she quit Dish Nation. But now that she's decided to divorce Simon, she is back to work. She's returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she got a scripted deal with NBC Universal for scripted projects and opportunities across the company's broadcast and streaming properties. So that tells me she may be getting back into journalism. Y'all know how Porsha is a journalist. So she may be getting back into either journalism or scripted content. So, of course, people are reacting to the news of their impending divorce on social media. This person, Cool Girl, tweeted, Porsha snatched that man from boring Fallon and got a spinoff with Simon and Dennis, an NBC production deal, and a fat check for returning to Roa with an immigration scandal and a divorce storyline locked and loaded. A Duchess of Deception. Funny Glam Girl said, this is Porsha when Simon's deportation and fraud allegations hit the news. And it's a TikTok with this girl running away, said, me running away. Soon as I hear a man start complaining about money, call me when the rough times are over, sir. The Third King said, I knew Porsha had a plan. She knew that news about Simon was going to break out, so she got that big Roa bag to A, have a trade-off for talking about the story this season, and B, have a safety net so she can leave him. Mess. It's Carrie said, of course Porsha is divorcing Simon right before the season 16 cameras start rolling. And Globetrotter said Porsha said she will not be sitting in that reunion couch screaming, I'm a wife and I'm not perfect and Simon is not perfect by far. She is not doing that again, y'all. She's not doing it again. She did it once and she's not going to do it twice. And I can't say that I blame her. Someone else, Ray Ray, tweeted, wait a minute, how we know this ain't a scheme that Porsha and Simon is setting up to get us to watch Roa season 16 for the BS? And someone else, Rachel, said Porsha had 65 wedding looks, gallivanted all over the world with Simon, swiping his card till the numbers faded, only to immediately bookmark Fulton County Courthouse's website once his fraud and deportation issues hit the streets.
I know that's right.
In any case, you guys, the gig is up. The gig is up. It's over. It's a wrap. And Porsha is divorcing Simon. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about Porsha filing for divorce from Simon Guobadia. And let me know, do you think she is the one that threw him under the bus? Leave a comment and share your thoughts on that, and we will talk more. As always, thanks for watching.
Layla, 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 tell us it all.